Let's go. All right, today is the 16th of September 2021. Today is Thursday. Yeah, just one day away from Friday. And again, it's going to be happy day. But before we talk about happy day, do take note, tomorrow is a quadruple witching again. All right. So again, all right, I know many of you have went through this quadruple witching with me, and of course, time passed. So every time when we reach quadruple means 3 months has passed. All right. So the thing is that, have you found a pattern during quadruple witching? Do you see a pattern actually during this day itself? All right. How many of you actually can see a pattern during this period of time? If you can see the pattern, please key yes. I want to see how many of you can see a pattern there. All right. The last time we had it itself was in June. Then after that, next one was March, because there's March. Then the last one, before March, is the December. So December, March, June, September, then December again. Every 3 months we have the quadruple witching. Okay, so let's just talk about this shortly. All right, let's go. Now, what is quadruple witching? Okay, quadruple witching refers to 4 days during the calendar year, sorry. Okay, which when the contracts on 4 different kinds of financial assets expire. Okay. So the days on the 3rd Friday, remember, it's always the 3rd Friday of the month of March month, June month, September month, and December month. Now, as a result, a near record of single stock open interest of 3 trillion stood on June 18, 2021. So which means that just a couple of months ago, right, there's a record of stock option open interest that was about $3 trillion. Ooh, wow, okay. So basically itself, we are talking about the stock option contract, okay, all expiring, okay, tomorrow, okay. So I give you a bit of a key point that you may want to take note of that. Number one, the key point is that the witching hour, which is the time they expire, is the last hour of trading on the 3rd Friday of each month when the option and futures on stocks and stock indices expire. This period is often characterized by heavy volumes as traders close out options and futures contract before expiring. Okay, so that means the last hour, which is tomorrow at about 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., yeah, we do expect to see a bit of volatility in the market. Okay, this one you have to take note of that. This is a thing that it always happens. It's something new. All right, is this one triple witching? I think I got it wrong, so just ignore this one. Okay, I think the quadruple and triple witching is about the same thing. Basically, it's all right. We do expect the market to be very volatile. We also we expect that sort of bullishness, usually towards it itself is a bit bullishness, and undeniable on the day and a couple of days later is usually a bit bearish. Okay, all right. So kindly take note of this one here itself. Some of the key information. Let's talk about this. Okay. Now, in case anyone asks why do you think, why will it expire? Because that is usually the day that has fewest scheduling problem. Example, a designated holiday lah. So that's why they have that happen on the 3rd Friday. Okay. All right. That is that from the Option Industry Council. Okay. So we got an idea now how this triple witching and quadruple witching goes. Okay. The next thing will be what type of thing can we get from here itself, and for us to take advantage of that. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart now. I purposely go back and find for you the last 3 times this year and last year. All right, when the market have this quadruple witching, what actually happened during a period of time. So I purposely put the vertical line on the day before. I repeat, the day before the quadruple witching. Okay, remember that the day before, so that you can see the impact of the next day. So this is last time on the 17th of June, Thursday, like today. And what happened was that on that day itself, it was a quadruple witching day, a near record of single stock equity option was expired, and it came out to be $818 billion and open interest of almost 3 trillion. Now, what you can see on the Friday, you can see here, the market, the Dow Jones did pull back quite substantially. In fact, itself, right, you look at the open price, which is here, the opening price on the next day, and the low of the Monday, wow, the market dropped quite a bit. Okay, the market dropped nearly about 800 points. Okay. Now, one thing to note, after it dropped 800 points, in this case, the market U-turn and goes up. And the market went to a new all-time high. Can you see that? So this is something very important. You just have to take note of that. That means that what happened was the market did drop, but after a while later, 2 days later, the market recovers and went to all-time high again. So please take note of this point now. It's very crucial for today's sharing, okay? All right, so that is what happened on 18th of June, 2021. That's about 3 months ago. Then what happened is on the 20th of March 2021, and again 19 is the quadruple witching day. I purposely put on 18 again. Can you take a look? Now you can see that this time around in March the market was bullish towards the quadruple. Okay, then you can see that on Thursday it is still a black candle. Can you see that's a black candle on Thursday? I remind you, the vertical line that I placed is 1 day before the quadruple. So which means that you get to see the impact on Friday. Now what happened was the Friday itself, the market really opened again. It went up initially and came down. And this time around it came down. Let's do the magnitude. The downside was about, let me see, 32, 30, sorry, this one is here, a bit parallax error. So here, so about 32,000. Okay, 32,000 is here. The high is about 32,000, 33,000. Yeah, okay. So which means that the entire wave down was also about, okay, about 900 points. Okay, earlier result was about 800 points. So here's about 900 points. All right, the downside, but it spanned over about a week. Okay, but once the market U-turn, the market go all the way up again and also created a new all-time high. Now you got the idea now? Yes, indeed. You got the idea now, right? Okay, so now we will look at one more. Okay, one more. I just squeeze it in just now. Okay, just about 1 minute ago. This is another date. This is on the 18th. The expiration was on the 19th. Now look at it on 19. What happened? Now you notice at 18 itself again it's a black candle. For some reason, the day before quadruple, that day is a Thursday. Usually it's a black candle. So would it happen today? I don't know. Let's see the market. Okay. Now what happened on the Friday on the 19th of December last year? The market basically hit a low. Wow, look at the range. The range is about here. That's 29,420. The thing hit somewhere here. A bit parallax error. Let me see. Okay, somewhere around here. And that's 30,500 level. So we're talking about another also a single day movement spike down about 900 points. But on the same day, the market reversed and then go up to a new all-time high again. Okay, so now let's just take a look again. What do you see in terms of pattern? Can you see that right now? Okay, so would this actually repeat? Well, in my opinion, I think it will. I think it will. So the thing is, number one, usually the Thursday itself, before the quadruple, the market will be down. Usually, okay? Nothing say 100%. Number two, on the quadruple day itself, right? Normally the market will go up first and then come down. Okay, that's the case number two. Now the third thing is, after that itself, you notice all of them have very long tail that basically confirms the recovery stage, which means that after quadruple, the market usually will rebound rather significantly, and then it will go for a new all-time high. It will go for a new all-time high. So which means that there is a possibility that the Dow will go to a new all-time high after this period. Okay, so traders from here itself is a very good insights for you to consider to look out for today and tomorrow's trading. Now all these are based on past information. Nothing is 100%. I have no time to go through everything itself, but at least the last 3 occasions were like that, so you will know what to do on your own. Okay, got it? So for those who got it, please key number 1 right now. Let me see how many of you have got what I just shared with you on this quadruple witching day. I mean, prior to that, the day and the day after. Okay, so if you understand what I just said, please key number 1 right now. All right. So again, end of the day, you can see a lot of effort is put in to basically help you guys in trading. I just want you guys to make money from the market. I don't care whether end of the day itself, right? You appreciate or don't appreciate, you like me or don't like me. because my job here itself is to make you guys richer by each day. Okay, that is my job. All right. Now, whether or not itself, right, end of the day, do we benefit of it? I think it is in the heart lah. I will not say further because you will know whether did we do a reasonable job here itself. I think that from your participation this morning already showed that you are going to make a lot of money in the market this 2 days. So you just have to follow through, and I'm sure you guys will benefit. Okay, all right. All right, so you can see that this is from Bloomberg. Basically, this is the quadruple witching volume. Usually, you can see that whenever there's a quadruple period, the volume will surge quite tremendously. So every time when this happens itself, right, we do see that the market will go to initial knee jerk by coming down first. Then after that itself, right, it will recover. So that means that we will know what to do over this period of time. Okay. All right, so again, as usual, every morning, I would like to do some jokes with you. This is quite a cute joke that I'll share with you. Studies have shown that monkeys can pick stocks better than most professionals. That's why the Dogbert mutual funds employ only monkeys. Yes, our fees are high, but I don't apologize for hiring the best. I like this one. All right, now basically it's a rubbing on some of the money managers, because apparently later on you will see that some of the content this morning itself, right, it does rub a little bit on the money manager, and you have to decide whether what they say is true or are they really having some non-human species in their department. All right, that's just a joke. I say again. All right, disclaimer as usual, my job as in all MAO is to make sure that you guys benefit and enjoy what I share every day. Okay, so once you have read the above, you have accepted the above and identified me. Thank you. All right, now you know that from 1st of September, we have already introduced this alternate market news Telegram channel. So if you really enjoy my alternate market news, like you want to know where the hedge fund exposure is, you want to know that whether debt ceiling is near the high and how's people reacting, you want to know whether or not whether the current is the fair value right now, if you want to know whether when it's a good time to buy stocks and stuff like that, or when it's a good seasonal pattern. Now, all these are my research that I got from the internet, and of course I added on my own stuff over there. Now this is basically non-TWB stuff, but it does give a lot of insights to a lot of people who want to build position. Okay, so this would be good if you want. All right, like I say again, this is only is a one-time subscription. It's meant for 3 months, and already we've been doing this for about nearly half a month, and we have increasing number of people subscribing it. If you want to subscribe for it, contact Susan. All right, it's a very reasonable cost of $96 for one time, but you get basically every day 2 to 3 articles. All right, almost every day. All right, as long as I can see good articles that can show it to you. Okay, but more important thing is that I explain to you what is this article all about. That's more important. Okay. Now for Hang Seng Group also, we have increasing numbers now, and more than 50. We have 50 plus people now joining us, and every day there are people making money. There's losses too, but I can say that a good chunk of them, they may have losses initially, but they will make back their money later by end of the day. So you can see that these are all the real statements from people. So if you think that you want to join us, contact us, because we show you stuff that people really trade. Okay, we don't just show you how the trainers trade, but actually our students, how they benefit from it. Okay. All right. So what we have tonight is quite a bit of thing to chew on. We have core retail sales, initial jobless claims, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index, and retail sales month-on-month for August. Okay. So the thing is this, you can see that the initial jobless claims have been coming down rather nicely. So this may prove that the jobs are actually quite reasonable, available, or people are not, no one complain about no jobs and stuff like that. So of course, we are looking at a higher number today. That's interesting. The previous number was 310,000. Today, the forecast is about 330,000. So I kind of believe that the market should be looking at that. Okay, from there, we'll have something higher number. Okay, a higher number. So I'm going to open the door once again for you guys to make your prediction. Okay, nearest +1 -1 will win, because it's a very close number. So I'm going to give you nearest +1,000, nearest -1,000 will win. Please put your number right now for you to guess. Okay, the winner will walk off with 3.8 ADA coin. Okay, please key your number right now. What do you think will be tonight initial jobless claims? All right, let's do the consensus right now. Do understand this is ±1,000. Okay, if we don't have a winner, we will snowball it. Okay, if we don't have a winner, we will snowball it. Okay, guys, you have about 30 seconds to put it right now. I'll count now. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 20. All right, it's only available for people who attend morning MAO. So that means that if you're putting it after this, after my counting, that means it's over already. You cannot participate. All right, it's for people who actually take the extra effort to come online on MAO. All right, last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that will be all. All right, my personal number is 344,000. That's my personal number. Okay. All right, that means that winner, okay, must be +1 minus 1K different deviation. 3.8 ADA coin. Okay, that's it. No more after Michael Ang. Okay, all right. I wish you all the best. May all of you, one of you all win. Okay. Okay, all right. That will be my little gift to you guys every other day. All right. Now let's look at the Dow Jones last night. Again, it's incredible. The day before, the Dow Jones was down by 200 points. Then after that, it recovers 200 points. Then it's down. It was down 200 points. Then it was up 200 points, sorry. Then it went down 200 points, and today it's up 200 points again. So as if that the market just basically, up and down, same number. Okay, so the Dow Jones from the very beginning started on and went all the way up and closed almost near the high of the day. So let's look at the news. Dow closes more than 200 points higher. S&P rebound to start off September slide. All right, what happened? So it was a string of negative trading. So it's a bit of a big cat rebound that we have kind of expected yesterday. Despite the concern of the recent downshift in economic and business cycle momentum, JP Morgan strategies is still thinking that, okay, we are still very confident in the strong growth and the activity should likely rebound and re-accelerate. So he is taking at the point that the S&P should be able to close at 4,700. Wow, okay, that's 300 points from where we are now and surpass 5,000 next year. Wow, you can see very, very bullish in the market. And of course, we have other things like the New York Fed Empire Index, which actually we don't really see. It came out 34.3 ahead of the 18. Oh, that's quite high. Okay. And of course, energy stocks goes up. I told you yesterday, energy can buy. And ExxonMobil up by 3.3%. Yes. Okay. Those who actually remember, I tell you to buy energy and it's really going up. And I told you that. Okay. And of course, the US Treasury yields also lifted up some of the bank stocks, which is like Citibank, Morgan Stanley. So interest rates obviously will definitely push up the bank movement. All right. So let's take a look what happened last night. You can see that the Dow Jones, once it opens, very clear. It opens here, and we are supposed to have a down day, more bias to the sell side. But if the market cannot go down, no choice. But what is important is this thing, 34,533, which I said many times before. If the market stays above 34,533, the market will usually rebound. And truth be told, the Dow Jones really follow through, hit again the 34,533 and rebound, the KCB, okay? And of course, when it rebound itself, right, it seemed to go towards the pivot one, and it really does happen according to plan. Okay, so let's look at what happened yesterday. Let's do a quick recap. Okay, so the Dow Jones was ding dong in the morning, so nothing much has moved, nothing there is no BMB, nothing for us to take note, and then the Dow came down. The Dow came down, it did not hit KTR -1, it did not hit, and then it rebounded, and when it rebound, also got nothing much to take note. All right, it's just a typical CCRY movement. Again, there was no BMB available, really don't have. So if don't have, then if basically what we tell you that we don't trade lah. So we didn't trade, and of course we didn't trade, the Dow just climbs on its own. The only thing that gave us a bit of insight was that the KSI at the bottom were all the way green. So that's why even though the price escalate, right, you can't short the market because it's above OP and the KSI stay green, you shouldn't be looking to sell. And of course, there's no trigger for you to enter. So that is how it works. All right. So a bit sad though yesterday, there's nothing much we can do. But nonetheless, it's all right. This is part of trading. If there's no entry, just stay out there. Okay. Okay, all right, that's Dow. Let's say gold. Now gold, we have a bit of a problem. Okay, so gold itself was a CCRY the day before. So that's why in the morning, we were looking to buy gold at 1805 because 1804 point something was the opening price. So we give a bit of buffer. We do a buy at 1805. But unfortunately itself, right, the gold did not go higher and came down. And I told you before yesterday, because the KSI is red, the blue bars are there, so the upside will be limited. I told you yesterday that will likely happen. So I did warn you guys that there could be downside. Okay, but of course, if you practice risk management, you will know that the entry price should be here and the stop loss is here. You have to practice risk management, all right? So when you enter over here itself, right, you must understand this is your entire range. So how much dollar that you can risk for this trade divide by your range. This is range, okay, multiply by the value per point to get your size. Okay, so it means that this dollar that you can risk will definitely be the amount that you will lose maximum. It's not that, wow, the range is very big, we lose a lot of money. No, that's not the way. We practice risk management. Hence, therefore, if whatever amount we put it here, okay, divide by the entire range and by multiply by value, you will not lose anything more than the dollar value they put it here. So I don't understand some of you guys say that, wow, the range very big, downside is going to be very big. I think this is really, you're not very responsible when you actually claim things like this or you actually share things like this, because you know that TWB, we do not practice that. That's anyhow buy and then, lose money with money anyhow. We don't do that. We actually practice risk management here. So for those who practice risk management, we have a problem here. Now, as of yesterday, the closing price created a CCYR position on the gold. So later on, when you do the charting, right, I'll tell you what can we look out for and you can consider to make your opinion. Okay, but then again, let's review what happened yesterday. So we'll go into too much into that. So yesterday, unfortunately, the gold was ding dong, ding dong, ding dong over here. Then this was where we went in all to buy. I believe that was the gold upsurge. But before we can take note of that, the market returned down. Now there was no BMB. Hence, therefore, other than a typical CCYR, you're shorting. There's no other reason. And truth be told, the market really came down all the way, but it stopped perfectly at pivot 1, as if that the market knows it. Now, yesterday, although it's above pivot, you can do a CCRY buy, but yesterday, that is those days whereby you do a CCRY buy, you don't make money. Yeah, I mean, it went up in a little bit, like $2, but before you can take note, it came back down already, right? So yesterday, although it was a classic trade, but we did not make money, okay? I'll be honest with you, we did not make money. And of course, the day chart now is also losing money. So open here itself, we lose, we open to you and tell you what is happening. But still, we are still holding the position unless you want to flip your position, which I explain to you later during the charting session, okay? All right, now it's 9:11. Okay, let's go a quick one on the global news. UK inflation rate posts biggest increase since record began. So it means that, right, in UK, inflation is going up and it's 3.2%. This is basically telling you that the repercussion of QE, all right? So that is one thing you must understand, all right? Now, Pfizer say Israel data show the third vaccine shot restore protection from infection to 95%. So it seems that Pfizer is saying that, okay, Israel, they got their booster shot, right? So it's good. So of course, maybe Singapore, we may want to do this later on, right? But this is what's happening right now. So you make your own decision, okay? This is what I get from the internet. Now, US, Australia, and UK unveil new security partnership as China expands its military and influence. Now, of course, China recently, their movement is kind of interesting, kind of like a bit of wary and that's why now US, Australia, and UK now, they try to come together and look at it and see whether it's China trying to be funny here itself. So, of course, they are using Zoom to interact, but main thing is that people getting a little bit jittery right now, undeniable. Now, Ray Dalio says that if Bitcoin is going to be really successful, regulator will kill it. Now, do note it's all right. Ray Dalio initially didn't like Bitcoin. Then recently, he said he got some Bitcoin. You can see that he actually has some Bitcoin as a good alternative to cash, but he's still concerned of Bitcoin. He felt that this Bitcoin doesn't have any intrinsic value. Hence, therefore, this asset is dangerous and regulator may come in to take it away because they got many, many ways to do it. It's like a tulip mania in Holland, according to this Ray Dalio. All right, so some important market information for your references. Now, uranium stocks are now ripping higher as nuclear energy gets a second look. Apparently yesterday, the last few days, right, uranium stocks have been shooting. Uranium, this commodity is going up. Hit $44.90. Previously was only $31. So again, things going this how uranium looks like. And of course, you can see that some of the ETF counters are actually now going higher, up by 10 to 5%. And of course, there are also Reddit's trading crowd is also now coming in again as usual. Anything that's sexy, anything that is fun, they will be in. And there's more people saying that right now there's more possible chance that uranium will go higher. Now, I personally believe that uranium will go higher. It's my personal take here. That's because I believe that commodity will go higher. Now, Goldman Sachs love these stocks, but not the Wall Street. What are these counters? You have Expedia, Caterpillar, Region, Hyatt, ExxonMobil, Tesla. So, but then these counters, you look carefully, right? They are doing quite okay. So, if you want to know that if you want to buy in line with Goldman Sachs, these are what the counters they are buying in. Despite though it's unappreciated according to Goldman Sachs by the Wall Street. Okay, they believe that these counters will all go up by at least 2 to 3% in the coming months as well. So, traders, you can take note of this. Okay. And Santoli basically says that the investors yesterday buy on dip, but the pathway of sentiment of September may be still kind of dangerous. He says that right, usually on the 18th and 19th of the month, that is if it coincide with the expiration, usually it'll be weaker. So tomorrow is the 17th, so just watch out for that. And he also says that at the moment now the market is kind of like at the high headwind, and definitely with all the physical debt ceiling, federal meeting, all this stuff will basically pull the market down a little bit. And of course, at the moment now, the tape is responding rather slow and feel that the market is oversold, sorry. So that's why the market is recovering a little bit. But equity flow is still kind of strong, according to him. And JP Morgan says that growth will reaccelerate, stop worrying and buy this recovery. So again, now JP Morgan also come in and say that it will go higher, as I said earlier itself. And these are the counters that JP Morgan think will go higher: Southwest, General Motors, MGM, Gap, CarMax, PNC Financial, and all these. So these are the counters that JP Morgans are buying. So seemingly now, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, everybody says that this is a good time to buy stocks. I put a big question mark there. I'll leave it to you to decide. Okay, I'm not going to get into this. All right, last but not least, this is something that you must take note right now, that Jim Cramer started to worry again. He says that because the quadruple reaching, which is tomorrow, and of course, history has proven that usually September is a lower time. And of course, he also mentioned that traders are going to do a lot of fund arrangement. And of course, the current decline now is already tell you the thing. And yesterday rebound was just probably a big cat rebound in his opinion. And he felt that this momentum may suck people in, and after that, people lose money. I kind of agree with him at this stage right now. But again, all these are what I get from your internet, and you guys have to make the final decision. But just take note, basically, this is from Larry William, and he is very clear that he says that by the 17th of September, the market may pull back, and prior to that, the market go up, and we saw it yesterday. So maybe it really is showing that maybe we have to really take note from tomorrow onwards. Again, I leave you to decide. Okay, traders, my job is to show it to you. Your job is to make money from the market. So let's study the charts for today. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemming go. It could be different this time. Okay, let's bring the market in right now. Okay, here we go. Hang Seng already started trading. Never mind. Okay, so first of all, let me just. Now this is China A50 this morning. China A50 is still trading down this morning, open higher, but now it's trading below the MA30 and it's also trading below MLP. So the market is still kind of low. Now yesterday, the China market came down and that pushed the Hong Kong market lower. Now Evergrande is definitely a concern right now. Traders are actually speculating that this company may really go into bankruptcy. So this is the thing ongoing in Hong Kong and China. Okay. Now for the Hang Seng Index right now, this morning, it kind of opened flat. Kind of interesting because the Dow Jones is up by 200 points, right? So the open flat itself is not a very good sign for a market that's up by 200 points for the Dow Jones. So traders just have to watch. Now the MA30 is on top. The MLP is here at 25,166. So unless the market can cross 25,166, if not itself, right, the downside on the Hang Seng is still going to be there, okay? Because overall it's still down below MA30, and also it is the, what do you call? And it's below the MLP for now, okay? So traders kindly take note of that. So let's look at Hang Seng today on the Hang Seng chart. TWB chart. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Hang Seng, the day chart right now first. Let's look at the day chart first. Okay, now the day chart today, interesting. Okay, today's the day chart opening price is between the two pivot as usual most of the time, but the KSI is red. Okay, so KSI red means that if the market choose to go down, the probability is high because KSI is red. So downside to KTR -1 is high, -2 is possible. Now, if it goes up instead, then the upside will be +1. That is what I feel. All right, at the moment now, Hang Seng is trying to stay above OP. Okay, now, Hang Seng, there's a KCB here at 24,794. Now, the last time we see this was back in August period, okay? Then after that, the market hit this technical point and then went up. So previously, it happened again, it hit a technical point, it went up. So this point here, 24,794 will be a very, very important level for the Hang Seng. If the Hang Seng stays hit this number and rebound, this could be a pretty good time for you to look into buying some Hang Seng, okay? 24,794. Now it's kind of far away now, it's 200 to 300 points away, so maybe just keep in view, remember this, okay? Now Hang Seng is now moving higher now, so likely Hang Seng should be able to trade higher later today based on what I'm seeing right now. Okay, let's look at the China market. Yeah, it's still down a little bit. Yeah, it's still down a little bit. Okay, let's see later on. Let's look at the US market, shall we? Okay, this is the US market. Now, US market, pretty clear. We have one black, white, black, white. So it's a very clear, they're trying to shake the market a little bit. But of course, we have a BMB yesterday. So let's just put it in a BMB again. Okay, this is a BMB. Now you can see better. Okay, so what we're looking at now, we have the MA30 on top with the MA200 below. Okay, now there we have a tight squeeze here. So on the longer trend is bullish, on the shorter trend is bearish. So we have a bit of what do you call in between here itself. So near-term trend, the market is bearish. That's why you can see the market once it lost the MA30 about 5-6 days ago, the Dow came down. And I told you before, back then, when the market Dow was just hovering at the MA30, I did say to you, every time you hit MA30, you buy. But one day, when it closed below it, you have to sell. And it really happened. So you have to know where's your MA so they can feel the market better. Okay, so there's something to take note of. Now, MLP for today is somewhere near here at 34,716 level. So this one, I think you should take note of this number for today. Okay, so let's write it down. 34,716, that's the MLP level. Okay, now if the Dow goes up instead, right, the BMB RL at 35,022 will be the instrumental resistance point, okay? The MLP is 34,716 level, all right? Take note of that. Okay, cool. That's what we need to know for today. All right, so that is the Dow Jones. Let's look at the weekly chart right now. The weekly chart, very beautiful. The market came down nicely, hit the level 34,117 and then rebound. Yesterday, the Dow Jones went below 35,000. It went below 34,000, sorry. It went below 34,500, my bad. It went below 34,500 and then rebounded. So that's why this the market shows that this KCB here at 34,517 is critical. It's a very important base level. So let's do a bit of hypothetical hypothesis here, okay? All right, what if the Dow Jones really behaved what we saw the last three quadruple witching, whereby the Dow Jones really pulls back? So you can see, right, from where we are right now, if the market break this point and come down to this point here, this is 34,517, okay? Now this point here itself is 33,199. Now you notice that from 34,500 to go down to 33,199 is for 1,400 points. So logically speaking, based on the last three quadruple, we didn't see a 1,000 point sell off. We didn't see that. So most likely, if the market were to come down, it will not come down to here. It shouldn't be, unless it's a spike down, no challenge, and the market goes down. Now, what I will speculate here is like this, okay? If, let's say, if, a capital big if, okay? Capital big if, okay? Now, what if the market really suddenly, due to lack of volume or some algo trading, bang, it started to come down very fast. For some reason, it came down very fast. Let me gently remind you that if it really comes to this point here, this could be a very good level to cover back your shorts, and you can consider to go long from here. Can we understand this? I repeat myself one more time. Now, should it really happen based on what you saw the last three quadruple, the market spiked down, and if let's say based on the weekly chart, there is a possibility for the candlestick to be covered, it may go down all the way to 33,199, then I will tell you this, cover back your shorts if you are shorting from the high, and also consider to buy. Consider to buy, okay? You are hearing me loud and clear, because we have seen before that in a quadruple, after a couple of days later, the market will recover. So it makes sense, because after the expression is over, and if you look at this, oh, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs are also bullish. So there is a possibility of that happening. Okay, it is possible. So traders, do kindly take note of that. Okay, okay, Kinghua, yeah, I saw Hang Seng coming down a little bit, a little bit only. Yeah. Okay, guys, are we clear with this? Okay, if you understand this, please key number 1 right now. If you understand what I just say, please key number 1. Yeah. Now, I'm not implying nor saying that the Dow will go down, but we have saw what happened in the quadruple the last 3 times. So it doesn't make sense that we actually, forsake this information here. And if it really happen, you will know exactly where to go for buy, isn't it? Isn't that good for you guys? Yeah, indeed. Okay. All right, good. Anthony, you got it. Good. Janet, you got it. Good. Allison, you got it. Brian, Fred, Louis. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Kinghua, for informing us. Something's coming down. Appreciate that. Okay, all right. So all clear. Huh? Okay, so I can write it down. Dow, if it breaks below 34,517 weekly chart KCB, then there is a possibility to see 33,199. And if this is to happen, one should consider to buy back shorts and also look out for long opportunity. Okay. All right. So you can see that I already give you the pretty detailed sharing, right? I don't mince my words. I tell you exactly what I think so, and you guys just make your own execution accordingly. Okay. So cool, right? Yeah, indeed. That's why you can see that for us itself, right? We are very clear with our movement and direction. We do not, say things and then we don't take responsibility of that. Okay. All right, Anna? All clear. Okay, very good. Okay, you guys clear, then it's good already. All right, let's continue our thingy. Let's look at the Dow, sorry, the Hang Seng, the China market first. Now, China market is still down near the low of the day. Okay, so seemingly still weak. Hong Kong pullback now. It was up earlier. Now it had pulled back a little bit. Okay, still okay, reasonable. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's look at the Nasdaq, shall we? Now, this is the Nasdaq, and I show you the ultimate trend on Nasdaq. And I can tell you that, seriously to you, the Nasdaq has a very powerful long-term trend line, the MA200, and every time you hit the MA200, it always rebound. So we know that where is the support level for the Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq last night, brilliant. Look at it. Last night we have a MA30 that is trading at 15,441. Remember, I told you Nasdaq 15,441 is a critical level to watch. So if we do a recap, can you see that right now? This is a recap of the Nasdaq. Now initially it stayed below the MLP. Then when it goes below the MLP, bang, came down. Now, what was crazy was this reversal candle. It shoot up as a BNB, slammed down strongly, and then went all the way down. Right, it triggered the MLP, sorry, the MA30, sorry, and then came down. Then after that, only when it recovers, and once it crossed above it, that was where the Nasdaq started to recover. Okay, so again, you have very strong technical point that you can take note of. Okay. All right, so now let's look at today's market. Okay, now today's MA30 is somewhere near here at 15,463. Now this is the last BNB that we had. So which means that for the longest of time, we have no BNB at all. Okay, but something is incredible. Remember this? This is the BNB. This is the 1x1, right? Can you see that? Look at the way the market stopped there. Look at the way yesterday the Nasdaq came down, touches the 1x1 level and rebound, as if that they know this number exists. So kind of like telling me that, you know, our 1x1 strategy really makes some sense. Can you see that? Okay, yeah, indeed, kind of interesting though. Okay, so that is the MA30, and if you look at the MLP today, we realize that the MLP and the MA30 kind of nearby. So we have we have to watch out for 15,470. That is the MLP and MA30 at the same time. Okay. So that is what we have right now for the Nasdaq, kind of far away. So no need to really take note unless it come back down below the MA30 again. Okay, let's look at the market. Oh, I didn't do the Dow. Apology. Forget. Sorry. Okay, so for the Dow Jones today, my bad. Apology, my friends. Okay, the Dow Jones opening price today is between the two pivot 1 and pivot 2, but KSI is red. So going down to -1 to -2 is high. And again, if you remember what I shared with you this morning about this quadruple witching, normally the Thursday, right, was expiration Friday. The Thursday itself, normally it closed a black candle. So I'm not too sure what today happen again. But if it happens, then you know today what to do. Okay? All right. I think that's pretty clear already, right? any clearer you have to find yourself. Okay. All right, clear? Okay, got it? Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq for today, interesting. The Nasdaq has flipped over. It's a flip over, CCRY flip over. So by right above OP is a buy on the Nasdaq, but the KSI, take note, is a red. The KSI is a red. So if you want to buy, you must use exercise half bullet entry. Your entry price will be here. Your stop loss should be placed here. Okay, so that is your entire range. So as long as you can control your range, then you know your range is, you know your dollar value you can risk, then you trade according to plan. Okay, all right. So there's something that you must still practice this regardless. Okay. So do I encourage this? Well, by right it's a buy. If you want to wait for a while, you can do that later. But since it's ahead of quadruple, maybe you can go slow with this trade. Okay, my personal take lah. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that quadruple market must come down. I'm just showing you that the last few times is like this. And also by right, because expiration, you always want to sell, then buy back again, things like that. So it makes sense, there'll be some pulling back, okay? But, you know, I can be totally wrong. Today, who knows, market may shoot up instead. So you just follow the rules, okay? Can follow the rules, Okay. All right, so let's saw S&P. Now, S&P, yesterday, brilliant. Look at it. It came down to the low, 44.39. Yesterday, the low of S&P was 44.39. Brilliantly, it stopped there and rebound. Again, I was spot on again. Using the KCV, it was spot on again. 44.39 was a very strong support here. And indeed, the market reacted accordingly. And of course, the market also crossed the MLP. So let's do a quick recap of yesterday's S&P. You can see brilliant. S&P ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And then when it came down, it hit the 44.39 beautifully, stopped there, rebounded almost immediately. And then after that, they saw, right, when it crossed the MLP, it goes even higher. So again, the MLP, the MA30 works brilliantly. And if you have purchased it at the bottom here itself, wow, imagine this, just on hindsight. You buy somewhere around here, stop loss put here, This is your range, right? And if you hold it all the way up to today's sell, right? Wow, 1 time, 2 time, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9 times profit. Oh my God. Okay, and you just only need one simple MA level or a MLP. This is really insane. And that's the reason why, again and again and again, I felt that, right, once you understand the TWB system properly, you should be able to make some reasonable money along the way. Yeah. Oh, Hang Seng hit KTR -1 already. Oh, congratulations to people. All right, people also making money, and they already text me that they make money. Congratulations to you guys. Okay, good for you, happy for you. Now, again and again and again, I say this, my job is to basically help you guys to get profits from the market. End of the day, you guys make the final call. Your profit is all yours to keep. I never ask you to give me profits. You don't share with me. As long as you make money, I'm happy for you. Okay, guys? This is how we work around here itself. So I just cannot understand that why people stay so negative in the market, or they're so negative as a person, but I will just leave it there. All right. Okay. All right. Happy for all of you. Now, for those who have made money from Hong Kong, can you put TP? Okay, since Akhil started with TP for Hong Kong. If you have made money for Hong Kong, can you type this thing called TP for Hong Kong? Or Hong Kong TP also can. All right. How many of you have made money from Hong Kong? Raise your hand. Yay. I made money also. Yay. All right, how many of you made money from Hong Kong this morning? Please key your number right now. I want to see that. How many of you make money from Hong Kong this morning? Yes, indeed, I also make some money. Although that I am not trading it, but I did tell my friend, I mean, hey, you see this, you do this, you do that. And apparently this friend of mine, very nice. He really did it according to what I want. Yeah. You know, this is how you make good dealing with your friends. As long as your rules are fairly clear and understandable, people will make money. Okay, so wow, congratulations to you, Anthony, Henry. Wow, Henry, good to you. Judy, yes. Wei Xiong, great. Susan, good. Heng Hua, great. Okay, wow, indeed, you all make money. Very good. Akit, thank you so much. All right, so you see, guys, live. These are students making money on Hong Kong right now as we are speaking. All right, so let's look at the Hong Kong chart right now. Okay, let's look at Hong Kong chart. Okay. Wow, you can see that on the 5 minute. Let's take a look. Wow, look at it. Hong Kong really. CCYR. All right, BNB. Okay, if you follow rules, you will know that it's a short. And if you shorted here, this is where you short. This is just stop loss. And then the market ding dong, and bang, it came down. Hit KTR -1 and -2 rather easily. And you see now, once hit KTR -2, it rebounding as if that they know our KTR -2 exists in this world. And if you follow rules and you know that you have to buy back a position and you have bought back a position, you make money. Just like all the students right now, all these people from Anthony, Henry, Judy, all of you are making money. See? So this is how you can actually make daily bread from Hang Seng. You just have to follow the ground rules. All right, guys? Congratulations to all of you, right? Congrats. Really, I mean, right? Congrats to all the Hong Kong traders. Okay, that means your day has already ended. You can now relax a little bit, get some coffee, go for breakfast, relax, or dim sum if you want to. Your day has ended. Okay, this is very important thing. Has ended, you take a break. All right. Okay, cool, huh? Okay, see that? Again, live. We've been doing this live sharing for a long while, and things keep on showing that we really can do it. Congratulations to all of you. Okay. All right, so S&P, I've already done. Let me show you that, the S&P day chart. Okay, now for today, S&P day chart is kind of different from the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq. The opening price of S&P today is actually above pivot 1. Okay, it's above pivot 1. Okay, for those people who can put in the love like button, you just send all the love and like and care button to us. That we can have a lot of animation going around, and that will also make me feel happier a bit. Okay, all right. The opening price is above pivot 1 this morning. KSI is green in color. So by right, if the S&P stays above OP today, KTR +1, +2 should be easy to hit. Okay, because KSI is green and it's above pivot 1, so likely upside. But of course, yesterday we also saw it, right? Yesterday it was above pivot 1 for gold, but yesterday KSI for gold was great, so it's a different thing. But nonetheless, today is a buy if the market S&P stays above OP. So take note of that. Very, very important. Okay. All right. So S&P done. Okay. So done deal on that. Let's look at the China A50 again. Oh wow, China A50 had recovered. Earlier was down, right? Now has recovered. So Hang Seng should recover, right? Indeed, Hang Seng also recovered from the low. So you can see that it's so important to follow rules and take your profit as and when. Now, it's when you take profit from the market itself, right? It's not that you're giving money to the broker, okay? You can actually save money by not taking profit, but if the market recovers against you, then of course you'll be angry. So when you get involved in trading, you will suffer this so-called little loss called trading comms losses, okay? All right, of course you may make the broker happy, but there is the thing is exchange for money, right? So if you're really those who are going to be like want to be penny wise, then of course you can buy and keep for long term and don't trade at all. And of course in between, whatever happened, you just have to ignore that. That is a very fair deal, because if not itself, right, you have to incur. So it makes a lot of sense to understand how this thing really works. Okay, if you're involved in trading, that's trading costs. If you're involved in investment, then investment is just one time, probably you buy and you keep until don't know when, and then eventually when you sell, that is where you incur another cost. Okay, all right, pretty clear on this, right? I think that will explain a lot of things that people keep on asking the same question even though they know the answer. Okay, all right. So that is Hang Seng for us. Let's look at the DAX today. Wow. Okay, now DAX is kind of interesting. DAX, you can see that DAX yesterday was below the MA30 and above the MA200. So that's why again it's squeezed and it's been squeezed on. So you can see that downside also correct, upside also correct in a way. Now yesterday DAX basically when it broke below the MLP, let's take a quick recap of what happened yesterday for DAX. You can see that DAX was hovering at the MLP. Then when it loses MLP, that's why it collapsed. And because of that itself, right, it after that it recovers from the low. Let's see what was the reason behind it. Any reason? No reason, but I see another line down there. Maybe there's a KTR. Okay, now basically this is what happened. Okay, so you look at it today. Now today's MLP is here. This is the MLP for DAX. MA30 on top, MA200 below. So all I can say is this: if the market DAX can go back above the MA30, it will be a buy. Okay, if DAX can go up above MA30, it will be a buy. Okay, all right, that's for DAX. All right, I see Hong Kong is coming up quite well. Wow, Hong Kong is back to opening price again. Wow, incredible, right? This one was down by almost 200 points, and now it's back up to the opening price again. So again, you see, if you don't get up, you're going to incur cost for nothing. Okay, long term, short term. Yeah. Okay, let's look away from DAX. Let's look at Nikkei, shall we? Okay, Nikkei is trading lower right now. Now, my personal take is this: I believe that Nikkei will take profit soon. I already tell you my take. I believe that Nikkei will come down to this point here, 30,010 level. Now, why do I say that? Because we can see a very strong resistance there. Number two is that, right, I kind of believe that the Nikkei recently, when it went up so much, right, a reasonable pullback is good, put it this way. So 30,010, I think it will likely be coming down to this point. So this is my personal view on this. But of course, at the moment now, based on the MA30 and MA200, it's very bullish. So a pullback, then you look for buy at 30,000. Then you can go up again. Who knows, after that, the Nikkei may form its base and go up again, right? I think will likely be happening. So let's say now we can do a bit of script writing, and let's say we also believe that the Dow Jones will come down and hit a certain technical point. So that will flash the Nikkei down also, right? Then after that, Nikkei hit the technical point like 30,000 or 29,000, whatever level, hits there, bang, and after that you recover. It's possible. For me, it's all right. I believe that the Nikkei could be going higher in the near term. Okay, this is my personal take. Because the buoyancy right now is that in Japan, a lot of people now want to trade and get involved in the stock market because of the new PM change that's coming soon. So look at the Nikkei overall. You notice that, right? Nikkei, the last few months have been pretty impressive. Right, that means that during the pandemic time, it came down, but now it's going up. So you can see, if you move it smaller, you can see that even the 2015, the Nikkei have been moving up. You can't go any smaller, but you can see that the range is pretty good. So all I can say is this Nikkei does have the potential to go higher. So a good pullback will be good for the stock market, and then Nikkei should be able to go back up again. So if let's say Nikkei really comes down and it gets self-supported, there is a possibility for Nikkei to test the 31,000 level by December 2021. Okay, all right. So let me say this again. If the Nikkei do pull back down, it may hit a good level for buying. Then after that, you can buy from the bottom and aim towards the 31,000 level, all right, by December 2021. Okay, all right. Okay, Keng Hua just updated us. He said that China A50 has just surged up. Okay, let's take a look since this Keng Hua share. We take a look. Search. Oh, okay, it did went up. It did went up a bit. Then now it's pulled back again. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a lot of erratic movement right now. Interesting. Thanks, Keng Hua, for sharing. Okay, so we have the Nikkei, and of course, we need to do the Nikkei day chart with our TWB system. Now today, finally, Nikkei no longer opening price below pivot 2. Today is within the 2 pivot. KSI is green, but it's coming off right now. So KSI green means the downside will be limited to KTR -1 to -2. So let's take a look on the Nikkei. So Nikkei now has came down. Opening price is here. Then it came down, broke below OP, is trading downwards, and now it's supported at pivot 2 level. So for Nikkei, most likely it should be supported at about KTR -2, and that's for 30,397 level. So that will be the level that I think Nikkei should be able to support itself around here. Okay. All right, so I finished the US and Asia equity markets. Let's look at now the commodities market, which is gold. Okay. All right, this is gold chart again. Now, again, I want to do this. You must understand that now we are already at a very incredible region whereby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days, either it touches the peak, the MA30 or MA200. Now, we have not seen something like this for a while. The last time we see this was here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then after that, the gold shot up. Okay, that was what happened back then. Okay, take note of this. This is what happened back then. Can you see that? There seems to be a bit of like a little bit like something the same, right? Can you see that? Okay, all right. Then after that, you can see that it happens again previously. You notice something interesting here yourself? Can you see that? It happened again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that, the gold shoot up. So it seems to be that there is a little bit of element to show that the gold may go up. There's one more thing that I picked up yesterday. I'm not too sure if you have picked it up over this pattern. Do you notice that there's a BNB here itself at the middle of this entire 6-bar movement? If you move back again, do you notice that there's another BNB over here itself? Okay, so now what you're seeing here, guys, everybody, do you notice there's a BNB that happened yesterday? The day before, sorry. Hey, interesting, right? So it seems that, right, every time during this so-called sideways movement, you can see a BNB will be created in the middle of it, which seemingly happened. And after that, if the market stays up, it will go up like this, okay? Not bad. And then after that, it will hit a peak and come back down again. So would this actually repeat itself? Well, what do you think? How many of you think that this will repeat? If you think that this will repeat, please key repeat. If you think that this will not happen, please say no. Let me have a consensus right now. There are 51 of you. Let me know what's your view here itself. Do you think that this will repeat? Or you think that this will not repeat? This is no, this is just only coincidence, right? Let me see your answer right now, everybody. All right, let me see what I wait for your reply. I have sent back some replies. There's so many messages coming in right now. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see how many of you look at it. Okay, so Brian say it will repeat. Anthony say repeat. Judy say no. Okay, Fred say repeat. Vincent say repeat. You updating us on Hang Seng again. Okay, Janet say repeat. Jerry say likely. Henry say repeat. Allison say hopefully, there itself. Okay, Arcade say unlikely repeat. Okay, so everybody got their own interpretation. For me itself, right, I'm just basically showing you what I need to show with you. Okay, this is what basically is very clear that this is very clear that this is what happening. I can see the similarities over here. So again, I don't know whether will this repeat, but again, history shows that if the market do cross over, okay, if the market do cross over the two MAs, you can see that if the market do cross above the two MAs, then the market will upsurge. So I will give you now the magic number, and that number, please write it down, 1802, okay, 1802. So which means that now 1802 is going to be a very important level for the gold market, 1802. If the gold doesn't cross 1802, then the gold may be sideways, or it may even come down to this point again, and that's 1779 area. Okay, 1779 area. Okay, all right. Okay, and then after that itself, right, what happened? Okay, so traders kindly take note of that 1779 area. Okay, take note of that. So upside, yes, if the gold do go upside, it has to cross 1802. Okay, it had to cross 1802, and then after that, if it really does that, now let's take a look at this something here itself. Again, I'm a chartist to say, I'm just showing you what I see in my view. Okay, now the high on this candle, okay, this is the intersection point back then. Okay, I'll show it to you how I'll see this chart here. Now this is the intersection point, that's 1810. The high itself is 1827. So after the MA broke 1810, it went up by $17. Okay, $17. Then over here itself, it was about 1809, about same level. And then after that, it went up to about here itself, up about also about $20. Okay, so it seems to be, I repeat, it seems to be that when a market breaks above the MA 200, okay, it will go up by at least about $18. $18. So if you look at 1802 plus $18, right, that means it's about 1820. And you all know, right, 1820 is a very important technical level on a weekly chart. That's MLP. So 1820. Okay, I think you all can see the number there. Okay, I write it down again one more time. 1820. Okay, so you got my point now. If let's say if the gold do go past MA 200, which is 1802, there is a possibility for gold to go up one stretch to 1820. Now, why could it happen is because likely is people who shorting the market, they get hit. So that's why it could be one way up. But also vice versa, it could be one way down itself to this 1779. So traders, please take note of that, okay? I just want to be very clear and objective here. Now, trading is all about this. Once you think the trade is reasonable, you are kind of happy with it, you put in a trade. And after that itself, right, what comes next is really depending on the market. All right, fundamentally, we all know that the market itself, right, the inflation problem is happening in this USA and around the whole world. We can see it very blatantly clear. Hence, therefore, right, buying gold has been always a hedging too. So fundamentally, we do have the backing of that. Now, technical wise, right now, right, we are now at the lower rung of the market, and we have seen all the common thing that happened already. So we just have to wait for the gold to go up. All right. So if anybody, any individual, you are uncomfortable and you want to get out of the market, then just exit. That's all. There's no buts about it. End of the day itself, right? There's no way I can tell you you're right or you're wrong, because every wrong trade, there's a good trade coming up. Every good trade, there's a bad trade coming up. This is a circle of life. Okay, but if you're going to be like negative and keep on harping about the same area itself, then the choice is yours. I'm not going to like debate over this. Okay, all clear? Yeah. I mean, it's very tiring now. End of the day itself, giving calls, lead by the calls, also got people to say things. Then after that, also got problem here and there. So, you know, this is a very normal thing in this industry. So the person who is is leading it, achieving it itself. Now I just say that I wish you all the best in life, because you know, no point when you want to be negative as a person. I'd rather stay positive. That's all. Okay, yeah. All right. So let's go with the flow. Huh? Okay, you got my view now on gold. Okay, let's look at the gold weekly chart. Now, gold weekly chart again. I told you, right? I kind of like this chart movement, but I'm quite fearful on this 1820. And apparently now, mathematically, we have already calculated based on hard fact and figures, the 1820 seemingly is going to be a big problem for traders at 1820. Now, something just come to my head. I just want to check something here. Sorry, I move back again. Sorry. Something just come to my mind. Let me just look at it again. Sorry, yeah. I just want to verify something here. Sorry, let me just get it. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, let's look at the gold. Now, this is the gold chart right now. Okay, so gold chart very clearly is a CCYR on gold. Okay, CCYR on gold, CCYR on gold. And if you want to short gold, you have to what do you call? You have to let it go below OP, then you can short. Okay, below OP, then you can short gold. Now, yes, indeed, Keng Hua, indeed, Keng Hua, we basically has no pivot for today. We have no pivot for gold today. So the OP will be the main dictator. The OP will be the main dictator. If the market stays above OP, the market will stay up. If the market goes below OP, the market will stay down. Now, there's something that I want to take note of. There is a KCB at 1793. Can you see that? Okay, and it's already supporting it. So there's something interesting. And also, all right, we still have the KSI that's red. We also have the blue bars is here. So the negative forces is still on the sell side. Okay, the negative forces, you know, is pushing the market down a little bit. All right, but if the negative forces is there, but the market is pushing up, right, then it's going to be interesting. Okay, so the thing is this, my personal take is that if people who long yesterday, if you are not comfortable, you can just close your position right now. You can choose to close your position right now. Now, for those who are basically comfortable to still hold regardless, then of course, I will tell you upfront that gold has to go up to at least 1802 to be safer based on the MA itself. Okay, and it has, once it crosses there, it will be above the cage RL, right? So it'll be also much better thing. So this is something to take note of, all right? So guys, I repeat myself once again, if you are not comfortable for the long position you take, you can go and cut it right now. If you want to short gold, then let it go below OP, then you short gold. Okay, understand? Yeah, very important. Okay, good. Okay, let's look at the 15-minute chart as a request right now. Okay, now, of course, we are still very early. We're still very early for gold trading because now it's only like 10 o'clock. We are not even near the GTH hour yet. But because today got no pivot, right? So by right, above OP, you can consider to do that already. Is that KCX? Yeah, it's a KCX at the bottom. Indeed, it's a KCX at the bottom. You can see the KCX here. Okay, so if you want to buy gold, you have bought it just now about a couple of minutes ago. And then now you're buying gold. Okay, and you see whether will the gold go higher. Now it's a bit early, as I said, in the morning. So if you want to, you want to play it safe, you wait for GTH to start. Now, if gold is to go up today, the upside will be about 1801 level here for today, because now the KSI is red in color, right? So that's why if gold is to go up, 1801 could be the first level to, consider to take some profit first. Yeah. Okay. Very important. Now let's be objective lah. No one is here to predict the market will go up, go down. If someone can predict the market will go up and go down, right? Seriously, you don't need to pay for a course already. You should just basically pay for a service, and I can tell you what to do, buy or sell already, right? So that is the thing here. So sometimes it's very laughable lah when some people comment funny stuff. You know, I just, you know, this is something that is so laughable. It actually expels the maturity of a trader lah over here. Yeah, pretty clear, right? Yeah. Okay, so that is the gold market. Let's look at silver today. Now, silver. Anyone bought silver today, yesterday? Anyone bought silver? Have you bought silver? If you bought silver, can you key the word bought silver? Now, if you actually have bought silver, can you key the word bought silver here yourself? Yes, I bought. Yeah, I bought some silver. Yeah, I think silver, in my opinion itself, should be able to recover a little bit, in my opinion. Yeah, indeed. Now, basically, why silver, as I say, the downside is kind of limited, in my opinion. Okay, you can see that silver has technically bottomed out during National Day about $22+. Then after that, it moved up again, and it was the low got higher. And you notice that this time around it came back down to BNB, the low got higher, and this time around it came down again. You notice that it still went higher. So I believe that silver could be going up soon, and 61.8 level here is going to be the first resistance. And if it can stay up, I believe silver will go back up to $24.68 again. So silver is, in my opinion, it's a buy. I repeat, in my opinion, silver is a buy. Anyone have bought silver? Yeah, I believe that silver will be a good buy. So traders, you can consider that, huh? Yeah. Again, my view is that I see the upside in the, I see the market momentum. So you guys make your own decision. Okay, if you think that if whatever Cal say makes some sense and you want to get involved in it, yeah, just go ahead. Okay. Now, okay, silver coin, Kelza bought silver coin. Okay, I am quite sure Kelza some silver coin because I know Benetic has some very decent sized silver at home or somewhere hidden in the part of the world. But nonetheless, it's all right. Yeah, silver, to my opinion, is a buy today. Yeah, in my opinion. Okay, all right, silver done. Last one is crude oil. Let's take a look at crude oil. Now, crude oil has really went up. I told you crude oil is a buy, and it really went up. And well, it's all showing. So, you know, the thing is that what I did was the same thing that what I share with everybody here. I used the MA30. I use it wisely, and I also see how the market developed. I also saw the BNB. Can you see the BNB here itself? Can you see this is the same BNB? So all these telltale signs tells me the boys are in. So when the boys are in, right, you can see that they will tell you through the BNB, and if you follow, you will be able to make money out of it. So you can see right now, right, if I take away this, I open the BNB again, you can see that this is the BNB and the market really goes up. And if you remember, I told you once the market crosses the BNB RL, it will go to the BNB 1x1. And really, you can see that it really happened. So it's a really no-brainer. You just have to follow what you know and make money from the market. This is the thing. That is the reason why I keep on reminding you guys that we're going to probably see a big commodity run in the next 3 to 6 months time. I repeat, there could be a very strong run for the commodities market the next 3 months to 6 months time, because I'm strongly believing that the market will have no way to control inflation the next 3 months to 6 months time. Logistics is going to be crazy. The pallet cost has went up so much in logistics. You know, unless you're buying shares that belong to logistic company, if not itself, right, this is going to go. All right, so I am still believing that crude oil can go higher to $73.43 in the near term. All right, a bit of pullback is expected. So if you guys already, the market hit the 1x1 already, right, you can take some profit first. I repeat, you can consider to take some profit first. Then after that, you know, from the bottom buy out again. Okay, you can do that again. Okay, so only Susan and myself bought silver and Kelza. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Okay, so that is my view right now. I will leave it to you. Wow, Nikkei has came down already. I told you Nikkei might come down to KTR -2. It really happened, but now it went even more. It came down to KTR -3. Oh, that's good. That's good. That means that we can buy cheaper. Okay, when the Nikkei come down to 30,000, we can buy it cheaper. I put it there. So, 30,000, you can buy it cheaper. Good, good, good. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. I mean, that's how we trade, right? You want to buy things cheaper, right? Then you buy it cheaper, then when you rebound, you make money. Isn't that what we are supposed to do as a trader? Isn't it? Okay, now this is crude oil. You can see for today, crude oil is still very beautiful. CCRY, crude oil goes up. KSI green, it was KSI jump back then. Again, it shows you evidently that how the system worked, pretty good, pretty impressive. You just had to buy here itself, and now the price has went up by 1.4, right? Because this is where you enter. This is your range. So the market have already given you one range, 1.4 range already. Okay. So the question is this: would it go higher? Why not? As long as the market stable for OP, right? But because we all know that the PMB already given 1.1, even today, if you see some profit taking, it's kind of expected. Okay. Can't it go? Yes, indeed. All right. Let's look at the Hang Seng, because there's a lot of messages coming on Hang Seng. Wow, Hang Seng has collapsed. Okay, I already draw you Hang Seng should come down to about 24,580 level. Seemingly it's happening. For those who are shorting Hang Seng, congratulations to you. All right, good deal, good money for you. All right, now mine again, this is really incredible. And I told you why today, in my opinion itself, if Hang Seng is to come down, what is the potential reason? I already shared it with you already, right? Yeah. Okay, because of the possibility of the what do you call this quadruple. Okay, I already give you some hints today what I foresee for today's Dow Jones. I already given you the insights already, so don't know whether you pick it up or not. Okay, all right, let's look at Bitcoin and we'll wrap it up. Okay, now Bitcoin today, well, Bitcoin has stayed up. I mentioned to you, Bitcoin may be going up to 47,000. Indeed, it happened. And but today for Bitcoin, it's pretty clear. It's a CCRY and a day chart. KSI is green, no blue bars. So it does seem that the Bitcoin should be able to trade higher. Now, I want to share a little insight, my personal view. Now, although we have a CCRY on the Bitcoin, we also have a CCYR on gold. So what is going to be interesting is that if gold goes up later on, I mean, it basically change around and goes up, right? Bitcoin may come down. Bitcoin may come down. I repeat. So unless the gold continue to go down, follow through the CCYR, then Bitcoin will go up. Okay, this is something that I observed over the last few weeks. So I'm just sharing with you. No, by right, based on the rule, CCRY, KSI green, no blue bars is a good buy candidate. But still the rule apply. If the market cannot go above OP, then Bitcoin will come down. Yeah, this one must take note. It's something that I observed. And today, coincidentally, the two of them have a different color change on between them itself. Now that's Bitcoin. How about Ethereum? Now, Ethereum is still surging up. It's a hit 3,600 recently. And I told you 3,600 is possible. It happens again. So now the question is this, can it go higher? Well, as long as you see the KSI is green, there's no blue bar for Ethereum, it should be able to go higher. Now you can see Ethereum moving higher, but Bitcoin is flat, right? Because Ethereum is more in demand compared to Bitcoin, in my opinion. So to me, is that Ethereum should be able to cross to hit pivot 1 level. Okay, it should be able to move higher to go up. Yeah. Okay, hold on. There's some technical problem. Okay, it should be able to go up higher to hit 36, 35. Okay, but if let's say the gold really surge later on, and then the market starts to buy gold and down Bitcoin, then of course you may see the Ethereum also coming down. Yeah, I will still think that for Ethereum and Bitcoin, try to buy it low at the technical point will be a better choice, because trading in out itself, right, may be a little bit tiring and maybe a bit taxing to the person also. So maybe you want to wait for it to come down and you buy again for uptrend. Now, for me, I still believe that Bitcoin and Ethereum will go much higher by next year itself. Okay. All right, this is my personal view. So keep the long term, keep those ADA coin that we're giving to you. Really, who knows, one day ADA coin will be $100. That means that this coin itself, the value is going to be worth a lot more. Okay, now all of this is just because we want you as family members. Okay, if you see us as family members, then you know that we are doing all this to your benefit only. All right. Okay, so that will be all for today. Once again, I think I covered a very good job today in terms of telling you what to look out for quadruple witching. I tell you what the things I look out for on the Dow Jones. I tell you what look out for the Hang Seng. I tell you how to look at the gold market, even crude oil, even cryptocurrency. I think I've done a reasonable good job today. All right. So I hope that you will use this to your advantage and make money, because that is the only thing that you're here for every day. Right? Okay, guys. Hope you enjoy this session. This is Cal once again. Okay, signing off. I hope you do well, and may all